Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. There's some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The keeper on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Owens. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a third and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have fourth down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. He caught it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Under fire, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Horton.
especially on. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now here's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to the receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing Reed. Makes a grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Pocket breaking down. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And they get him down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Owens. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Reed. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reed. Bringing the heat. And they got it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Dropping back, it's Levin. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to Caden Durham. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Man, if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside, it's Owens. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now here's Reed. Here's the pressure. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Throws to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Run in the red zone, it's Owens. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the 1st down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
To run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Howie Rowe will check in on his condition. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to run it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal.
If you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caden Durham again. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and his defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game?
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air, it's Levitt. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Got a little grass. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Going to the run, it's Owens. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas A&M! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on up.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggie. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.